Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. The show is real estate and home improvement. There's so many crazy things going on in real estate and interest rates, and I don't know, it's hard for me to understand. So we like to ask experts to come in and be on the phone, on the show, and kind of help us understand what's going on. Our expert today is Benita Urbieta. Tell me the name of your real estate company.
My real estate company is Villa Home Inc.
Yeah, don't be confused. V-Y-L-L-A. Villa?
Villa Home Inc. It's V-Y-L-L-Y. No.
Hey, V-Y-L-L-A. And by the way, is this your phone number, 559-779-5161?
That's my number, 559-779-5161. Any questions that they have, they can always give me a call anytime.
Can they text?
They can text me too.
I like to text and say, Benita, I'm going to call you later and be ready or something like that. I like to text first now. And you're on everywhere, Facebook and all the places.
I am in Facebook, I'm in Instagram and TikTok.
TikTok also, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the market's crazy. Most people, you do it every day, but most of us don't understand what's going on. Have interest rates come down? Are they going to come down?
Well, as far as I know, they did come down, a little bit. They're trying to be very careful with that because they really don't want to go down like too drastically because, otherwise, instead of helping us, it'll be the opposite. But, it is good. We have a really good incentives right now. The buyers, they start getting excited about it. There's so much information that we have to give them because like probably everybody heard already, the law change or, in regard to buyer's agents. So now it's a totally different game, And here I am, to give them information because definitely before you sign any compromise with any agent, you're really going to have to understand what is it that you're getting yourself into it. But it's good. It's very good.
Yeah. Now, you help buyers.
I do help buyers, sellers,
But if a buyer's never bought before, they don't know where to go, where to start, should they come see you?
Yes, that's the first thing that they have to do. Come and see me. We can always do a plan for them, because we have to give them all kinds of information and we have to get them ready to buy. They have to be pre-qualified, which that is the first step,
Right.
When you start thinking about buying a house, the first thing that you have to do, you have to put all your documents together and then come to me. I will let you know what it is and then it'll give me an idea, if they can pre-qualify. And if they do, then we go on the next step.
I know a lot of people who just don't think they could buy a house. That's just out of their dreams. That it would be too big a step. But they're paying $3,000 a month or $4,000 a month in rent.
Yes.
They should come talk to you, right?
Yeah, that's the first thing. I have come across people that they said, "Oh, I'm paying so much money in this, renting this house," and I say, "How much?" $2,800. And I said, "You know what? You can buy a house with paying maybe a little bit less, but." What are the benefits of you owning a house? You have to know that too, You can rent if you want to, you don't want to find out if you qualify to buy a house. But the thing is that wouldn't you like to be a homeowner better? You can build up equity. You have many, many benefits in regard to your taxes too. So it is the benefit. So if you really think that you cannot buy a house, you don't know. You don't know until you come to me, and then I can sit down with you, and then I will find out.
Now, you pay rent every year. Rent goes up, every year goes up, goes up. 10 years it goes up and up and up, almost doubling in 10 years. And at the end of 10 years, you move and go somewhere else. You get nothing back.
Nothing back.
You built no equity. But if you buy, your payment doesn't go up, right?
The payment is fixed for 30 years.
Yeah. So 10 years, 20 years, 30, your payment doesn't go up.
Your interest is fixed too.
Yeah.
That's a benefit. You are in your house. You don't have to, if somebody comes to your door and knock at the door and say, "Hey, I'm going to give you the 30-day notice." In fact, that's what I did today for one of my clients that he's selling a house. So I end up giving a 30-day notice to, his tenant.
Yeah.
And it's like, it doesn't feel good,
Yeah.
me, I don't feel good about it, but I can imagine how this renter
So if you're a renter, you never have security. Is that what
Never
you're saying?
do.
Your landlord
Never
could
do.
decide to sell the house or put his kids in the house, and one day they knock on the door and say, you gotta go.
Yes,
I
that's
see.
why it's so important, to see me, and then we can make a plan. If you don't qualify right now, I can tell you what is it that you need to do, and you might be ready in 3 months, possibly, or maybe less.
One thing I know about Benita, how do you say her last name? Or
Urbieta.
is it's free to talk to her. Right?
Yes.
If you think you don't have no idea if you could buy a house or not, she'll tell you. And if you're not ready, she'll help you maybe in a few months or in a year, help get you ready, right? But it's
Yes.
free to talk to her. Why not talk to her?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about sellers. You help sellers, right?
I do help sellers too, and right now, the market is good for the sellers. Why? Because the prices are a little
They're
high.
up.
They trying to stabilize the prices, but if you have a house that you own for 20 years, it's rented, you don't want to deal with it, right now is the time, because I can imagine how much equity you build up in the house already.
There's going to be a
So,
demand. When the interest rates go
demand.
down, there's going to be more buyers
More
looking for
buyers.
houses to buy. So
Yes,
good
yes.
time to sell. What if the person does not know what their house is worth? Can you help with that?
I can help them with that. I can give them a full report, letting them know how much, we can put the property on the market. And we are like, our information is almost like if we have an appraiser that would come and appraise your house, they base almost on the same information that we have.
Yeah, that you have.
And we don't charge for it.
I will
It's
say
free.
this, don't go to one of those websites that tell you the value, because you need a local realtor
Yes.
who knows your house. I mean, they say a house and the one on the corner is worth the same, but they don't know what's inside, whether there's been improvements, whether there's been a fire, whatever. But your local realtor knows that. So, and again, what do you charge to tell the value? It's free, right?
It's free.
It's free.
I
Again,
don't tell, I
don't
don't-
trust those websites.
Zero.
Come to Benita. She will tell you.
Yes.
And she'll help you get your house ready to sell, and she'll get it sold for you. And she's honest, and she's from here. And
And I have about 25 years of
25
experience,
years.
so
do you speak any Spanish at all?
my first language is Spanish.
Spanish, good.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, I speak Spanish, and English, but I have, both clients.
Yeah.
No problem. I can
talk
deal
with so
with
many
anybody.
kids, and they're growing up speaking Spanish. When they get a little older, they don't want to do that. I say, no, keep that. That's valuable, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Well, that's
valuable
one
too.
of the advantage, when I came into real estate, I came to this company, and they had about 50 realtors working there, and nobody spoke
No
Spanish.
Spanish at all.
I come in, I was the #1 agent for about 4 years in a row. And they were like getting jealous, and I said, asking me why, what are you doing, this and that. I said, I speak Spanish.
Speak Spanish, yeah.
So
That's
it
important.
is an advantage.
Even more and more, because the Spanish
Yeah.
is growing. People who speak Spanish
Yes.
more. So if they want to talk to you, they should just call you
Yes.
or
You can-
text you.
Yeah, they can call me 559-779-5161, and like I said, you can call me anytime.
Right. And it's a good time to call. Buyer, seller, now's the time to do
Yes.
something. Maybe a month ago or 2 months, maybe not, but now it's going to be good for all.
Yeah, and then it's going to get even better, because we're going to have really good incentives for buyers, and also sellers are willing to work with the buyer
Yeah.
too. So
Right.
that's part of being a realtor. You have to know how to negotiate, you are in the middle, so you have to make sure that sellers are good with buyers,
Yeah.
and they can always meet in the middle.
And you'll be surprised.
Negotiation is
You'll be
really good.
surprised who can buy a house now. It's way easier than you think.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thank
Why
you
don't you
for
come
having
every
me.
month or so? You want to say something in Spanish?
Sí, claro, me puede llamar a cualquier momento. Estoy aquí para darle información. Si usted piensa que no puede comprar, pues nada más llámeme. Entonces podemos mirar a ver si puede, y si no puede, podemos hacer un plan para que usted pueda en el futuro. Es mejor comprar su casa que rentar.
We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk Real Estate and Home Improvement Show. Our guest today is an expert on real estate, Benita Urbieta. Call her 559-779-5161.